Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Mariesvermontcreations, and I am joining Michele from Scrap Secrets today. We are doing a Valentine/Galentine's themed card. So I have taken some white glue and added some black acrylic paint. I follow Andrea, and I'm not going to be able to think of her last name. I follow her on Instagram and Facebook, and that's where I got this idea from. She has done it on glass and different things, so I am using it just to create a border of, it'll end up looking like stained glass when I'm done. I'm just trying to be random with the shapes, not too precise. They don't have to be the same size. I'm just doing it willy-nilly. I have done this on glass and then used alcohol inks to fill it in. And I can post a picture on my Instagram of what that project ended up looking like. So I opted to try it on paper. So I had to let this set and dry for quite a while because it was, it's pretty thick. And then I am using these metallic paints, and I can't remember the brand that I'm using. I got them on Amazon. And I'm just going to now fill in all of these different shapes with different colored paints. Some of them I'll add a little bit of that white pearlescent ink to, or paint to try to get little different shades. So while I'm doing that, Michele and I are joining together. We had been talking about trying to do different things once a month or something like that. So life has been a little bit crazy. So we decided to get together and do this for February. Hopefully we'll be able to coordinate and get some more projects coordinated together. So if there are things that you would like to see us do, specific stamp sets, techniques, different things, feel free to leave us comments down below. I would be happy to, consider them. I'm always looking for extra ideas. I have been lacking in posting videos recently because I am unfortunately still having trouble with my heart rhythm. I have been in the hospital to get started on a new medication, which was going well for about a week, but it continues to cause me some issues. So I am doing further follow-up to see what is my next step, because my cardiologist wants to do another procedure that I've had done twice already that I'm not really interested in having done again. So I am going to see somebody different in a couple of weeks. So I'm hoping to get some answers and some relief. It is, I would say, 85% better than it was prior to starting the medication. So I am thankful for that. So I've been a little bit scattered with posting videos. So my goal is to get back at posting regularly. I have, as an update, my son is still with us, so I have uprooted my craft room and put it in a separate location, so it is all back up and running, so I have access to all of my craft items. So there's definitely projects that I have been working on, and I just need to get back into filming and doing voiceovers, which is hard because I like to do them when I am home by myself, and I no longer find myself home alone very often, which is not a bad thing. It's one of those things when you're talking to yourself, it's a little bit weird to do it when other people are home. So I'm actually currently sitting in my car the parking lot at work doing this voiceover so I can get it done, because we are putting this up tomorrow afternoon. So I really waited again until the last minute to be able to get it done, which is not unusual. That is my MO. I do that frequently. But again, if you have certain things that you'd like to see me do, or Michele and I together, definitely feel free to let me know. I do have the Simon Says stamp, I think it was the February card kit. I filmed unboxing it and then was going to make a project with it, and then I haven't gotten there yet. So if you would like to see the card kit, I can definitely edit that and show you. I have another snowman card that I had intended to get up and available for Nancy's January snowman, but I still have that, so I think I'm going to get that edited and put up. So now that I have all of my shiny metallic paint goodness, I am putting down a black matte just to give it a little pop. This is an A2 size card. Yes, it's an A2 size card, but it's an A2 size card piece of paper. So I'm just using some liquid glue because, as you can see, do I put it down straight the first time? no way. So I got it. It's not exactly the right size. I was off a little bit, but it doesn't bother me. So I'm just using my liquid glue to adhere down my panel. And then I didn't want to go with a straight Valentine sentiment, and I honestly didn't have a Galentine sentiment. I thought I did, but I wasn't able to find one. So in the most recent card kit, the stamp set that I'm going to use, I took a sentiment from that, and I'm just carefully pressing this down because, again, I'm not very patient, so the paint was probably not as dry as it should be for me to be touching it all over the place, but I didn't smear anything. And so I took this little sentiment and I'm going to use it on some black cardstock, same one that I used to layer for the background. And it just says Happy Love Day. And so I'm just going to use my anti-static powder tool, ink this up with the Simon Says Stamp clear embossing ink because it happened to be on my desk. And then I will stamp that down, and I do stamp it a second time. And then I'm going to coat it with the Brutus Monroe gilded embossing powder, and then off screen I will heat set that with my heating tool. You just want to make sure that it is smooth and melted. You don't want any grainy bits. You want to make sure that it is completely melted, and then you want to give it a little bit, and then you can wipe off all that extra powder. I'm sorry, not off screen. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you that. Can you tell it's been a minute since I filmed this versus when I'm doing voiceover for it? But I'm just using a tissue just to rub off some of that powder. And then I cut that down using my scissors and using a black foam dot. And again, being careful because some of my glue was still a little bit tacky. And then this embellishment set came in the February card kit from Simon Says Stamp. I'm just going to take one of those glitter hearts and put that down. So make sure, I will link Michele's channel down below, so make sure to go check out her channel to see what card she created for our theme for today. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.